Hello everybody, this is Matthew Heimbach.
And this is Matthew Parrott.
Both with the Traditionalist Youth Network. And we're here in Florida. We're having an exciting time. We're going to the League of the South Florida Conference, but before that, we decided we need to stop off and say hello to our friends in the Republic of Florida Militia, and we're spending the day with our friend Jordan Jereb. So we're happy to be here and happy you're watching this video.
Matthew Heimbach has been working on ways to unite nationalists around the country. Can't really go into too many specifics with it, but he definitely would like ROF to be part of the network. I'm honored that he's wanting to do that with us. Actually, let's turn the chair this way a little bit. Tell me what you can tell us about the supposed network you guys are going to set up.
Well, the big thing that we need to look at is there are dozens, if not hundreds, of small organizations that advocate for nationalist principles all around the South, the Midwest, the North, all around the country. But there is no framework for us to be able to concentrate our resources and our activists to be able to actually make victories in the political sphere. So what I think we should be working on is finding an umbrella project to be able to unite nationalists where we don't have to compromise, whether it's on differences in specific ideology or even religious differences or differences in region, but to find ways for us all to work together because we can all understand the fundamental principles that if we don't fight together, we're all going to hang separately. So yeah. We're all fighting a tyrannical system that hates our faith, whether you're a Christian or a religious, and you just love the traditions of our people. The system hates you. If you're white in America, the system hates you. Yeah. So if we don't fight together, we're going to be in a rough place. So we need to be able to find that way to bridge the gaps and bring everyone on the same side.
What do you think about the idea of the structure ROF has kind of taken on here recently, the autonomous structure?
Well, I think the idea, first of all, with militias, it's important to be prepared to be able to defend yourself, to defend your family, to defend your community.
Yeah.
And the idea of the cell structure follows a model that's been done all around the world for people that want to be able to create a ideologically sound movement that cannot be easily decapitated. You look at so many pro-white organizations over the past several decades have had one figurehead, and when that figurehead either dies or the feds might send him to prison, the organization ends. We need to be able to create a system
that can't be...
Yeah, that cannot be cracked by simply removing one block from the Jenga tower.
And infighting is another thing that's completely torn apart. You know, with ROF, the autonomous cell structure, if you want to not take part in something that one group is doing, you can go off and form another group. Mm-hmm. I've covered this recently. Anybody can split off and make their own ROF group. You know, of course, we're with the RROF, who's been known to fly this. You know, this beautiful flag. It's a nice flag. You like the flag?
I like the flag, and I think it combines, because one important thing to look forward to is we need to be able to honor the traditions of our people and to keep that heritage alive, but also not be reenacting. We need to be looking forward. So the combination of the Bonnie Blue plus using the St. Andrew's Cross, that is a symbol in both Europe and in the South, I think that shows that this is both looking back towards our traditions, but looking forwards to the future. And that's the mindset we need to have, that we cannot be simply trying to recreate what has already existed. We need to be looking towards creating a better future for our people, to be fighting for independence, and to make sure that our culture and identity survives.
Would you say that ROF has definitely made a good impact in getting young people involved in Floridian secession?
Well, if you look at ROF, especially the role of being able to bring in young men and young women, that when a movement is made up of both men and women in their own specific spheres, that shows that you're speaking not just to a tiny subset, but you're actually speaking to the community.
Yeah.
You know, when I was in Greece with Golden Dawn, when I went to the Golden Dawn rallies, you could see there were men, there were women, there were young, there were old, there were all sorts of different people. So the Greek society was being represented. In the same way, if you look that organizations need to be fighting to represent all members of the people. This can't just be like an angry 25-year-old guy thing. It needs to be representing the community, because we need to be using political power as the expression of the will of the people. We can't express the will of the people if we aren't the people.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Matthew Heimbach, everybody.
I appreciate it. Thanks for having me.